SPINPIXY here, back with another video today, and so let's just get right into it because there's quite a bit to cover, and I'm going to try a few different ways of bringing you the information. A while back I asked you guys what you wanted to see more of on this channel, and a lot of you said that you wanted to see more into my personal practice. In some respects I feel that that's okay, and I've kind of been weighing what would be okay to share and what is not okay to share. So here's something I think would be very beneficial to all of you, and something that I'm more than willing to share. So a lot of people have a big problem with including technology into their magical practice. Not me, because I think that there is a way that you can do it where technology would be completely in your benefit to incorporate it into your practice. And I'm going to show you just some of the apps that I use today and how exactly I use them. So what I try to do is throughout the week, where's my phone? Throughout the week I have a lot of stuff that I do. There's a lot of avenues in my life where magic does touch. So I like to plan things out for the month, and I like to really try to get as in-depth as possible so that I know all of the pitfalls and all of the, the mountains that I'm going to have to climb, and when things are going to be easiest. So every month I try to make time at least one day so that I could plan the preceding month. So what I do is I start by, there are a couple of astrologers that I follow here on YouTube. And so what I will do is I'll watch each of their forecasts for my month. And then I kind of get a general synopsis of where everything is going, where the energy is going. And sometimes, different astrologers will read into different things, so I just kind of put it together and get a good picture of what may come for the following month. So then as they're saying, from their perspective, what's going to be happening in my monthly forecast, I use my calendar app to write things down. So for example, let's open up. Why don't I just go to my phone? I'll go to my phone and I'll show you what I mean in the calendar section. So here we are on my iPhone, and if you're wondering why my iPhone is different, it is because it's jailbroken, and it's simply because it allows me some more organization, and that's why I like it. So we're going to go into my office section, and this has a lot of the icons, or a lot of the apps that make my magical month happen. So let's start with the calendar. And so here we are in August, because I've been working on August planning. So what I'll do, like I said, is I'll sit down and watch the different astrologers and take notes in my calendar app. So for example, you have the new moon coming up, and in the notes section I have the detailed notes for what is going on when the new moon happens involving my sign. Then on top, you'll see where I have YouTube Video Fest. And the reason that is because there's particular things going on that would make it very beneficial to me for my tech channel to have, the best videos I could possibly do during that time. Because my tech channel is new, but it's doing very well. And what's going on at this time could greatly serve me. So, yeah, so that's kind of what I do. And then the other thing I like to do is give my days catchy titles. So for example, Mercury is in retrograde. Now for certain things, if you're in the know, you may notice that times are not correct at the moment. It's because I haven't run it through another app that I'm going to talk to you about later. And so what I'll do is I'll plan it out and give myself rough estimates, and then I go to other apps to help me kind of fine-tune everything. It's kind of like laying the line work before I erase my mistakes and get the color going. So it's kind of like painting a picture in that way. So yeah, that's this section. The other cool thing that I like, at least about the iPhone's calendar section, is the ability to create calendars. You can create calendars for every different section you have as far as your email address goes. So I have my defunct podcast calendar still there. And then I have my Life of Spin calendar, and then more importantly, I have my magic making calendar. So when it shows up on my computer, all of the events in purple are magical time frames that I'm doing things. So that is what I like about this section and what I like about this app. So after I plan out everything in the calendar section, then there is the to-do list. So I start thinking based upon what I feel the energy will be after listening to the astrologers. Based upon that energy I feel is coming to me in that month that's coming, then there is the magical to-do list. What spells, what rituals, what power visualizations or exercises am I going to need to do, where I need to strengthen things that are going to be weaker that month, what maybe, oils am I going to have to prepare, what things I'm going to need to do next month. Like, based upon all those things that have come into my calendar, what do I need to do? So then I write down my magical to-do list. Once I have the magical to-do list done, then comes the recipe list, the shopping list, and then finally, there's two different to-do lists. There's the magical to-do list, and then there's the task list, the to-do list of preparations. So, like, if I have tools that just got, like, wax buildup from the last spell or ritual that I did, I need to wash those and consecrate those again. And if I need to clean up my altar area because there's too much incense ash or it doesn't look very good, and I want to have it presentable by the next full moon or the next big thing I do, it's time to clean that up. If I need to clean up my home or anything in particular, magically, if I need to use floor wash or whatever to just kind of get out the ick, then that's what I will do. So there's a few different, as I said in the last video, I like to be organized, and maybe perhaps overly so, but yeah, I like to be organized. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you guys over to my phone and show you some of the great apps I use and why I use them. So I'll be right back. So after I've done all of the planning on my calendar, I get it more fine-tuned with apps like iLuna and the Lunar Diary. iLuna I love because it has what the moon is doing all day and the synopsis of what that means wherever the moon is at any given time. It also has the lunar mansions and the essence, good force and bad force of a particular mansion. Then over here you have what it's doing on any given day, your calendar of lunar phases, and then I firm it all up with the Lunar Diary. The premise of the Lunar Diary is to tell you what traditionally the mood of any particular day is. For example, is it positive, negative, or average? Then it allows you to chart it right here. So I could add, is it positive, negative, and then I would add a note in regard to that day if I think it is positive or negative or what have you. So right now, traditionally today is a negative day, but I have experienced it as positive. So in my notes, I will put it as positive because it was positively productive. So it also gives you the ability to set your precise lunar coordinates here, but I won't be showing that because that has your longitude and latitude of wherever you are specifically. So that way the comings and goings of the moon over your direct location can be more precise. There's just a lot of reasons that I love these two apps together and use them quite frequently. So once all the fine-tuning is done, it's time to make the notes, it's time to make the list, it's time to get planning. So I use Parker Planner. Parker Planner can easily be found for free quite often if you have the Apps Gone Free app for your iPhone. Parker Planner, I want to say it's like a couple of bucks to get it on the App Store. And I was lucky and scored it for free with Apps Gone Free. That is an awesome resource to have. So Parker Planner, you can do notes, to-do lists, see your day's agenda and events, things like that. And this helps me daily. I check this out every day for all of the things that I need to do for any upcoming magics. However, the other thing that I also look at when I'm making lists or things of like a recipe, any kind of listing thing I do, is I come to this app here. And I'm going to list all of these apps in the description so you guys know what they are. So this app helps you make shopping lists or to-do lists. You can also do this in your planner, but especially shopping lists or herbal ingredients, any kind of like shopping list. It doesn't have to be grocery shopping. You can do it here. You also have, I also have the weekly agenda app, and this shows my week at a glance. If I've planned things out. This is new to me, so I've just started using this. But it's really cool. I like what you can do with it. So hopefully those apps have helped you guys out, especially the Lunar Diary and iLuna ones, because I use them a great deal, as well as, well, just all of them. Hopefully they all help you guys out. Many of them are free, however, there are a few that are paid, and but regardless, I wouldn't tell you about paid apps if I didn't think that they were worth it and use them quite often. But you'll find some of the best apps are free. So if you're somebody who's very anti-technology in your spell work, in your craft practice, please try and give this a second thought, because sometimes it just helps us concentrate more on the magic we need to create when we're not worried about timetables. That is just a tip and a little look into my personal practice. There will be more to come, and I will see you guys in the next one. So brightest blessings and take care. Bye-bye.